Welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn something new regarding the surface chemistry. What is actually the surface chemistry? Some of the most important chemicals are produced industrially by the means of reactants that occur on the surface of solid catalysis. Right? Some of the most important chemicals are produced industrially by means of reactants that occurs on the surface of solid catalyst. Today we are going to look about what is adsorption, how absorption differs from adsorption, what is sorption, desorptions and types of adsorptions. Let's see. Surface chemistry that deals with the phenomenon which occur at the surfaces or interfaces. The interface or surface is represented by separating the bulk faces by a hyphen or a slash. Many important phenomena that are noticeable among this being corrosion, electron processes, heterogeneous catalysis, dissolution and crystallization occur at interfaces. The subject of surface chemistry finds many applications in industry, analytical work and daily life situation. Solid materials with such clean surface need to be stored in vacuum, otherwise this will be covered by molecules of the major components of air, namely dioxygen and dinitrogen. Hence, in this unit, we will be studying some important features of surface chemistry such as adsorption catalysis and colloids including emulsions and gels. So let's see what adsorption and absorption. Here you can see in this process that the adsorption is a surface phenomenon where the particles are getting attached on the surface, whereas on the right hand side the absorption takes place. The green particles are getting inside those black particles, so that is our absorption. For example, you can take an example as such corrosion. Right, the rusting of iron takes place on the surface. The iron oxide layer is forming on the surface of iron. Whereas, if some water has fallen on the floor and you need to wipe off, you will be using a sponge, keep a sponge over it and you will find that water is soaked by the sponge. Now when you again squeeze the sponge, your water will come out. So that is your absorption. To understand the process adsorption, let's see that adsorption is a process which occurs when atoms, ions or molecules from a gas, liquid or dissolved solid stick to a surface. That is, this is a particular surface where these all molecules or ions will get sticked. So that is known as your adsorption, which is known as surface phenomenon. Now, to understand adsorption, we need to understand basically two terms that are associated with the adsorption, that is adsorbate and adsorbent. Now, these adsorbate and adsorbent will complete the process called adsorption. So what is the function of these adsorbate and adsorbent? Okay, adsorbate. Okay, adsorbate मतलब बैठ जाना. So जो particles surface पे आके stick हो जाते हैं या बैठ जाते हैं, that particles are known as adsorbate. Fine. The particles that get stick or that sit है ना, बैठ जाना, सरफेस पे आके बैठ जाएंगे, those particles are known as adsorbate. Adsorbent मतलब जो सरफेस प्रोवाइड करता है एड्सॉर्बेंट को बैठने के लिए, that is known as adsorbent. I hope you will be able to understand this adsorbent and adsorbent. Here you can see how this process takes place. Okay, so this is the surface which is an adsorbent material which is allowing the particles to settle on its surface, to sit, बैठने की जगह provide कर रहा है. So these particles are adsorbent. Okay, and hence the process is your adsorption. This is an example of monolayer adsorption whereas this is an multi-layer adsorption. अब जब ये particles छूटने लगते हैं, डिफॉर्म होते हैं, सरफेस से बाहर निकल जाते हैं, then that process is known as desorption. What is enthalpy or heat of adsorption? Adsorption is exothermic in nature. Hence, we don't have to give much heat to occur this process as it itself is an exothermic process. So, how do we define the heat of adsorption? That is, the heat of adsorption can be defined as the energy liberated when 1 gram mole of a gas is liberated on a solid surface. I repeat, the energy liberated when 1 gram mole of a gas is liberated on a solid surface. So here comes the difference between absorption and adsorption. Absorption, substances penetrates into the surface, whereas adsorption is a surface phenomenon. Absorption occurs at uniform rate. Adsorption rate increases initially and then slowly it decreases. Because less the surface area, less will be the reaction. Absorption, it is unaffected by temperature. है ना, हमें एब्जॉर्ब करना है. अगर स्पंज से आपको पोछा लगाना है तो आप टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओ या कम करो, उससे एब्जॉर्ब होने में कोई चेंजेस नहीं आएगा. Whereas adsorption is definitely affected by the temperature as it is an exothermic process, whereas absorption is an endothermic process. Absorption is same throughout the material. In adsorption, concentration on the surface of adsorbent is different from that in the bulk, obviously. Right. So, please note down this point because number of times this question is being asked. What is sorption? Now, sorption is where adsorption and absorption taking place simultaneously. So, sorption is a physical and chemical process by which one substance becomes attached to the another. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप एक चॉक पीस लेते हो एंड उसे आप ब्लू इंक में डिप करते हो, सो व्हाट विल हैपन? ठीक है, तो कलर होगा. कलर कहाँ होगा? सरफेस पे कलर लगेगा एंड पूरा चॉक जो होगा वो गीला हो जाएगा. सो व्हेन द चॉक इज बिकमिंग वेट, दैट इज योर एब्जॉर्प्शन. Okay, and when the outer surface of the chalk is getting blue colored, it is your adsorption. Now, how I am very sure that the surface will be only colored? You can break the chalk and check it. When you will break into two pieces, you will find inside the chalk is not colored. Only the outside surface is colored. So, we can say that here in this process, the adsorption and absorption is taking place simultaneously. So, where the absorption and adsorption is taking place simultaneously, it is known as sorption. So, sorption is equals to absorption plus adsorption. You can also find this option in our day-to-day life. For example, when we add fertilizer in the soil, what happens? Few fertilizers will get absorbed on the surface of the soil, whereas few fertilizer will be soluble in the water molecules. So here as well, absorption is taking place. Similarly, hard water building up the plumbing. You can find or you can prepare a list of absorption taking place in our day-to-day life. You will find this surface chemistry very much useful in our day-to-day life. You can come to know that whatever changes are taking place, it's all due to the chemistry. That is, your surface chemistry is involved in it, your chemical kinetics is involved in it, even your electrochemistry that we have studied is involved in it. This is your desorption. You can see how this adsorbent is adsorbate, right? Adsorbate जो particles adsorbent पे बैठ गए थे वो कैसे बाहर निकल रहे. So desorption is the release of one substance from another, either from the surface or through the surface. That is your desorption, which is also called as the reverse of sorption. It is desorption means the reverse of sorption. Now we are going to look into the types of adsorption. We need to study about two different types of adsorption process. One is physical adsorption, the adsorption taking place with the help of the weak van der Waals force of attraction, whereas another is chemical adsorption, which will be taking place by the formation of the chemical bonds. What is physical adsorption? It is a type of adsorption that occurs for most particles in contact with a solid or liquid surface. I repeat, it is a type of adsorption that occurs for most particles in contact with solid or liquid surface. For example, condensation of water molecules sticking to a drinking glass. Here you can see a glass is filled with the cold water, or you can say the chilled water. Now when you place a glass with the chilled water, you can see that how the water droplets, the stack of water droplets is forming one over the other outside the glass surface. And as time passes, that means more of atmosphere or surrounding temperature is coming in contact with the glass surface, you can see that those water molecules starts dropping down. So this is your physical adsorption, and you can see when the water droplet starts dropping down from the glass surface, there desorption takes place. Initially adsorption takes place, and as it comes in contact with the surrounding atmosphere, then desorption takes place. Characteristics of physical adsorption. Now, physical adsorption is also known as physisorption. I repeat, physical adsorption is also known as physisorption. Now, if we look into its characteristics, that is, it lack of specificity. How does it lack of specificity? That means how is it non-specific or not specific? A given surface of an adsorbent A given surface of an adsorbent does not show any preference for a particular gas as the van der Waals forces are universal. Next, they are reversible. As I told you with the example of the glass within cold water. Okay, even you can take And more example, that is dihydrogen is first adsorbed on nickel by van der Waals forces. Okay, so that is as well your physics option. Then it is exothermic. As I told you, it releases high amount of energy. Now when we say it is exothermic, at that time we can say that its enthalpy of adsorption is quite low because the attraction between the gas molecules and solid surface is only due to the weak van der Waals forces. Now, how is it reversible? You can check that is solid plus gas will give you either gas or solid plus heat. Okay, so more of gas is adsorbed when pressure is increased as the volume of the gas decreases with respect to the Le Chatelier's principle, and the gas can be removed by decreasing pressure. Since the adsorption process is exothermic, the physical adsorption occurs readily at low temperature and decreases with increasing temperature with respect to the Le Chatelier's principle. More surface area, more is the rate of adsorption. For example, we need to purify or we need to remove the yellow color from the sugar or salt. So what will you do? You will be increasing the surface area. Okay, now you can place an animal charcoal, right? What will you do? You can dissolve the sugar or salt into a water and place the animal charcoal into that particular solvent. So after some time you will see the yellow color impurities or the particles, right, will get stick onto the animal charcoal and you will obtain a crystalline or transparent solution of sugar or salt. And then you can undergo the crystallization process which will give you the pure form of sugar or salt. Next is chemical adsorption, which is also known as chemisorption. Right. So what is chemisorption? When the gas molecules or atoms are held to the solid surface by chemical bonds, the adsorption is termed as chemical adsorption or chemisorption. The chemical bonds may be covalent or ionic in nature. Chemisorption involves a high energy of activation and is therefore often referred to as activated adsorption. Sometimes these two processes, that is physical adsorption and chemical adsorption, occur simultaneously and it is not easy to ascertain the type of adsorption. For example, dihydrogen is first adsorbed on nickel by van der Waals forces. Molecules of hydrogen then dissociate to form hydrogen atoms which are held on the surface by chemisorption. You can check here in the figure how chemical adsorption is taking place. The characteristics of chemical adsorption. Characteristics of chemical adsorption or chemisorption says that it is highly specific in nature and it will only occur if there is some possibility of chemical bonding between adsorbent and adsorbate. For example, oxygen is adsorbed on metals. Oxygen is adsorbed on metals by virtue of oxide formation and hydrogen is adsorbed by transition metal due to hydride formation. Chemical adsorption is irreversible in nature as chemisorption involves compound formation. Chemisorption is also an exothermic process, but the process is very slow at low temperature. on account of high energy of activation. Like most chemical changes, adsorption often increases with rise of temperature. How it is getting affected with respect to surface area. Like physical adsorption, chemisorption also increases with increase of surface area of the adsorbent. As we know, by increasing the surface area, the rate of reaction becomes faster. This you have already studied in chemical kinetics. Next, enthalpy of adsorption says that enthalpy of chemisorption is high, that is about 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole, as it involves chemical bond formation. This is the unimolar molecular layer is been present in chemisorption. Now these two topics are very important, as from this topic the difference has been asked in your board papers. Please go through the video and refer to the textbook as well. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your day.